For Priya's wedding, the first step was Ganesh Puja that was performed yesterday, which is Shamyana. Actually it should be called Pandal in Tamil. One of the poles was also decorated and worshipped, as one can see, with the mango leaves and an alternate white and red. The white is lime, the red is red clay. The meaning of this is the safety of the people under which the wedding is going to take place. Now the party on the bride side is moving to the wedding hall, and one can see the luggage being loaded and people being lined up. One by one they will start moving. The whole area can look very messy, but it is well organized by Ravi and Geeta. This specially decorated car with the flower is for the bride to move to the wedding place. She will be coming a little later after the party has reached there. This is the father of the bride, always on the phone and little tensed up, but he is expected to be a little nervous. This is the bride's mother. You can expect she is concerned, but everything is under control. And now the beautiful bride. She is ready and she is waiting for the happy moment. That is Priya. This is called Mehndi. It is a Punjabi, Rajasthani and more like Gujarati custom that is fused into Iyer custom. These girls went day before yesterday to get this thing done.
Including Rani.
Because Priya lives in Delhi, she wants that North Indian flavor. Feeding large number of people prior to wedding is no simple task because all has to be made fresh. Mommy, who lives in Mumbai, has fed all of us, has not messed anybody, and no one has ever complained. In fact, her cooking was just fantastic. Inside the car is the paternal grandfather of the bride, my brother-in-law Sangameshwaran, then my sister Papu and their daughter Bhavani. So now the bride Priya is coming out of home and ready to get into her car to reach the wedding place. This is ISKCON temple that stands for International Krishna Consciousness. It's a huge complex in Bangalore and so well organized to an extent it is so confusing. There's 3 Kalyan Mandap and the food has to be catered only by the temple people, and it has to be vegetarian with no onions, let alone garlic. A warning at the temple, there are pickpocketers. God only can help. Unfortunately, even in a temple, metal detectors are present because of the unfortunate terrorism by non-Hindus. Don't have to name them. Belongings are well protected. People leave their belongings here, and the provision is for thousands of people. Clean toilets. Just a side view of the Dhobi Ghat in India, how things function here. This provision for a clean drinking water. These pots are energy efficient with no ice, as the evaporating water keeps the terracotta pot cool even in the very hot summer. There is also multimedia presentation on Krishna consciousness. Another view of the temple, and the place is kept clean with a well-marked roads and the paths. This is several acres of occupancy. Arrival of the bride. Tambulam or a coconut is given, and these guys are busy packing things up. This is the betel leaf with the betel nuts. This is kitchen, a bird's eye view, and the hygiene meets my standard. Chutney in preparation. This is the vegetable cutting area. This is the art of chiroti making. This is the speciality of the Udupi chefs. The dough is made of a fine rava called chiroti rava. Then it is flattened and then put into the pan and fried. It sucks oil like a fish. At the time of serving, the powdered sugar called bura sakre is put on along with almond milk. That tastes delicious. This is gulab jamun waiting to be served. More vegetables waiting to be cooked. Milk getting ready for almond milk. Water being boiled. For hot water is needed for dishwashing. All the delicious things are being cooked on a gas stove. Dishwashing area. The rhythm is translated into body language and expressed in fingers. Rangoli is integral part of any auspicious occasions in India, especially Hinduism. Arrival of the bride's parents, father, grandmother are all waiting. And the groom is on the sunset. What an irony. All are waiting for him. He's got a car. They put the name of the bride and the groom in an arch at the entrance, at least for the people to know whose wedding is this. As simultaneously several weddings may be held in the same location so that no error is made. And the wrong guests don't eat the food in the wrong place. These are members of my side of the family, starting with my brother-in-law. This container has got 30 pal, one of my most favorite dish to eat. Further formalities follow with some sweets and drink offered to the groom and his parents and the remaining party on the groom side. This is the welcoming party of the groom. Followed by the ginger juice, not ginger wine. Even the other members of the party are not forgotten, as they are given sugar candy and sandal paste. The bride being photographed.
Can you turn this side? Little down.
The bride being photographed, this is a professional photographer. She's thinking about the right decision she made. The ISKCON set up as a nice dining facilities, and people line up and it is served in the banana leaf. The groom is happily eating. Not only his heart is full, now his stomach is going to get full. This occasion is Nishitartham or Lagna Patrika. The head priest on the bride side is reading the Lagna Patrika, or starting with the grandparent of the bride. On one side is the bride party seated with the bride's parents, and on the other side the groom, his father and the mother and the remaining relatives are seated. This is mostly the relatives issue of two families coming together in a wedding between the two. The priest will read the Lagna Patrika, the other party as well, and in between there are several items present. Parputenga representing the groom and the bride, followed by several items on a geometrical figure called column. It's a dry coconut on which carved various designs, each representing some meaningful things. Similarly, boy side gives back to the girl side. The groom accepts it. Suit is given. A watch is given by the bride's brother. This is arrival of the bride, accompanied by her husband's sister. Now the bride is seated on the boy's side as receiving into their family. This is just an initiation of it. Now the parents of the groom is moved to the side of the bride's party. And the opposite is also done. This is the way to build up the family relationship. One can see Ravi and Geeta seated with the other party, means the groom's party. Shreyas is amazed at Sri Ram's VIP treatment. Someday he will also get that. As part of this Nishchitartham, Ravi has to perform a puja. Most often a prayer is made with turmeric, with water, as form is not important but the sentiment. The meaning of the various rituals are explained and displayed with the dolls in a step-by-step process. The first step of it is Vinayaka, as is considered to be the first to worship, so that no obstacles will come. That's why he is referred to as a obstacle removing god. No Hindu wedding is incomplete without the musicians being present. In the north, it is a different version than in the south. In Tamil, we refer to as a Kotumelam, which is not exactly represented here because of the dolls being of a different type. The next one the Vratam represent the bride wearing a thread, actually a holy thread around the waist, a means of determination and as well as to remove obstacles and evil spirits. It is essential as they prepare for a new way of life. Kashi Yatra means the ancient India, Brahmin boys went for education from age 7 following Upanayana till 21 with a guru. After age 21, they had a chance of becoming grahastha, meaning married life, or a sannyasi. They take an umbrella, a dhoti, and go towards Kashi or Benares to become a sannyasi, at which time the bride's father will come and ask him to become a grihastha, and this is the representation of it, and the boy yields to that offer and enters the married life. The angel represents following acceptance. The boy and girl are seated on a swing, and the swing motion represents ups and downs, the waves in one's life. It also means that the mind and the body have to move in a harmony of the two individuals. Following this, the bride is seated on the lap of her father, and he gives the bride away to the groom as a Kanya down. This is accompanied by a tying of the holy thread with the gold called Mangal Sutra. This is what represents the father and the bride sleeping. So many gifts and other items are displayed along with several sweets. Following this, the bride puts the right foot on a stone. This means mount up the stone. Let their minds be dropped from unperturbed by the trials calculations of life. They see the star Arundhati of the Saptarishi constellation. Arundhati is the wife of Vasishtha, the Maharishi, is exemplified as an ideal wife. Scene represents that. They are married and have gone through all the rituals. The final step, which was not present in the ancient India, is the reception, so that the friends and relatives have an opportunity to come and congratulate them. This is Venkatesh, who has arranged over 1,000 Tambula packages, which I filmed earlier, which has got a coconut and betel nut and betel leaves. With the printing of the wedding of the bride and the groom, similar to the wine bottle label that some people do in the West. Indians are never behind. They either catch up or forward before anybody else in the world. In any wedding, there are few rooms and a multiple use. This will never happen in the US, as each couple is given a separate room. But the beauty of an Indian marriage is the mess and several people simultaneously getting ready. That can never happen in any other part of the world. And here is an example of what's going on. As if that is not enough, those who are dressed up or want the final touch-up are waiting in line. With this background of ISKCON temple is the Kalyan Mandap of Priyanka weds Sri Ram. With this background, with the floral arrangement, and at the end is some pictures of. No matter where you go, what the occasion, Vinayak or Pudiyar is important, and here is the setup for that at the entrance. At the entrance, rose water is given with the chandan. Modern day Iyer marriages even have a help desk. I don't know what it means, but it is there. Guests receive pineapple juice. Fortunately, no alcohol being served. The dinner is served as a buffet, which is very fanciful and with the different islands, with the centerpiece being a dinosaur made with bitter gourds, carving of Ganesh and other deities, Vishnu on pumpkin with the carrot and red radish being used and a floral design made. Sorekai is made with the carrot to represent a beak of a swan, and other designs show this beats the Thai who are also capable of these carvings. If that is not enough, are these floral decorations. While the salad bar can have the usual vegetables, there is a sprouted mung. This is the fruit bar, and these guys are cutting fruits for display. Starting with the soup, there will be pani puri and others, peppered to several vegetarian dishes, keeping with the ISKCON concept that not even onion and garlic can be served here. At the end is pan. This guy in a traditional Rajasthani dress is really Rajasthani, not a Kannadiga. This is a tradition by ladies to give some sweets, flowers, and chandan or paste of sandalwood. The main event is the videotaping of the event, especially of the bride and the groom at the reception. And one can see we are extremely well dressed. Our dress probably weighed over 20 kilograms. This is from a different angle. Large audience are seated to good friends. Arrival of Bhagwan, Shamla and her mother. Shamla receiving the flowers. Amma receiving. Shamla and Bhagwan congratulating. So now they stand for a photograph. This is the rhythm or a process of determination to go with the process of the rituals with no obstructions or hindrance. This is done separately by the boy side as well as the girl side, and will consist of several Brahmin priests. In addition to the boy, his father also has to sit as well as his mother. The mother sits behind the father as a symbol of her support, being the background or a backup person, or staying behind to support the whole process. This is homam. The groom gets the taste of Iyers, what the bride will go through later in life. Home and more so swastika, unfortunately misused by the Nazis, is an ancient symbol of Hinduism. Far before Europe got any civilization of any kind. Agni, mentioned in Veda, the form of energy and is worshipped as is sun, water, wind, which are essential for human survival. Hinduism is a religion of gratitude and science. Ghee is used to keep up the flame, and the smoke emitted has no poisonous substances, unlike other components. One of the elderly supportive priests, 11 to the one head priest for the wedding. Kalasha contains the pot prepared with the Ganges or a river water with the coconut and the flower, symbolizes a vigraha, usually a female. Its base consists of a banana leaf and rice. The blessing by the Brahmins to the father of the groom. What they are chanting is the Vedas. Yatra means the 21-year-old educated Brahmin boy goes to Kashi to become a sannyasi or a grihastha. The father of the bride stops him on the way to make him accept his daughter in wedding and become a grihastha and face the world like the rest of us. If Ravi does not offer Priya in wedding to Sri Ram, he has to become a sannyasi. Both Ravi and Geeta looks very elegant, especially this 9-yard Iyer traditional saree of Geeta. The beginning of Kashi Yatra with the support of the arm and some snack on the shoulder, all the way to Benares. And the Bhagavad Gita in the hand. Benares from here. brahmachari. Offer the kalyadan and asking him to marry his daughter. There goes the determination to become a sannyasi. The guy accepted the offer. The bride is coming. Now they are met and yielded to each other. Next phase is the unjal. The sway or the unjal means ups and downs in life when they get married, that they need to manage like a wave of the sea. Now the mother of the bride has washed the feet of the groom. No wonder Indians don't like to get their daughter, prefer a son. She even has to wipe his feet with her sari. What a sacrifice in life. Now the mother of the groom is doing a similar thing on the daughter-in-law, probably only once in her lifetime, in the typical Iyer tradition. Now the grandmother of the bride, Babu, is doing a similar thing of washing the feet of both and wiping with her sari. A process of welcoming the groom for accepting marrying their girl, and give a blend of bananas with milk. There is a whole crowd of people, and the naturalized Iyer is standing on the top. These ladies are singing and Tamil wedding songs. Look at the sparkling bangles of Priya, all pure diamonds. Get the evil south, colored rice are used, turning on the groom and the bride. Bapu doing the colored rice to get the evil side out. After ball is thrown to the west and east, then south and north. Turned in a clockwise and anti-clockwise rotation. One has a kumkum, other has got a haldi. These ladies grow in a clockwise rotation around the couple. I do not know the significance. They are carrying milk, water, lamp, etc. This is Aarti. Ravi is going to wash the feet of the groom with Gita pouring the water. This is another reason why Indians don't like to get a daughter. The father has to do so many things, including washing of the feet, for a man to marry his daughter. Ravi has Priya on the left, and now the Gotra of Priya will be transferred to that of her husband. With the water being poured, the Gotra is getting transferred out, which has a lot of symbolism because of the genetic influence of one Gotra to the other. The transfer is from Kaushika Gotra to Atreya Gotra. These Gotras are Rishis named after one. For example, mine is that of the Bharat Raja, a great physician. With the transfer of the Gotra, the boy and the girl are doing namaskara to the groom's father. Now they walk together. This is the Mangalya or the license plate of the wedding that the girl has to wear. Boy has no obligation. It may look odd for Priyanka to sit on Ravi's lap, but in the ancient time the girls were married at 8 or 9 or even 5 years of age. So now tradition is maintained with no age restriction. Priyanka just did namaskaram to her husband, and he gave her a 9-yard saree with the Mangal Sutra that she's going to wear. With everything going on, there has to be a puja with the deity of Rajarajeshwari or Sringeri, Sharadamba and Murugan in a corner of the stage. How much Iyer wedding is modernized is an evidence of this Parputenga, which is made of laddu or so, gets exposed. Now it is wrapped in aluminum foil with a label on the top. So this foil is not appetizing. When it is fully exposed, looking at a manaharam or laddu would be highly appetizing and authentic. India, the main transportation of bullock, 2 bullocks are tied together with this pole. This symbolizes in a wedding of Ayers, of the man and woman has to share the burden and the responsibilities of the wedding. Thus it is shown here and put on their neck to educate them of their obligations. Priya has worn a 9-yard traditional saree that is worn first time only when they get married, not before. That is symbolizing putting that pole on the head of the bride. The woman equally shares the responsibility with the man. the Mangalyam tied with a thread that is covered with haldi. To tie now the final process of the wedding process, that they are married now, they are married now, married now. She is Mrs. Sri Ram. Darbe is tied as a symbolic, it is a type of grass as a togetherness now. Tears in Ravi's eyes of a sign of happiness. Tears in Geeta's eyes as a sign of happiness. The groom's mother is very happy but no tears. He is a winner. I've got a good girl. Now Mrs. Sri Ram looks very different compared to what we know her. Having pan, supari together. This Graha Pravesham, meaning the bride now entered the boy's house. So welcoming her is the Arati.